Hey, what's happening, babies? Elton McFall here. Give me a moment here. Holding a big cup of water. Yeah. Here back in the Mile End. Sorry. The Mile End is actually where I'm pointing. It's nice up here. No, I'm in the Park Extension District. Lovingly called the Park Ext. Where really I am the minority. White guy like me. And that's fine, that's good. Because it's parts of the city like this that I find keep life interesting, is different cultures, people, different backgrounds. And there's like maybe an impending thunderstorm coming, which is one of the reasons why I'm starting to do the rolling here with the taping, and except it's not tape, it's recording. And there's an old Pontiac Montana that's looks still pretty good, actually. Anyway, so yeah, we're here on de l'épée, and épée means sword. See, they're doing major road construction, a reconstruction over there. Major. Crossing Ogilvy Street, and at the next light you can actually see still a streetcar track that's still sticking out there. I love that. I love how those streetcar tracks don't disappear. It's beautiful. History remains. It is more important than ever that history remains. It doesn't matter if it's a building, a streetcar track, a vintage car, anything is possible because things change quickly and easily. You know what I mean? So you got a variety of architecture in this part of town here. You got these buildings here built, you know, God, maybe as old as, in my area, 100 years, maybe 80 years, 90, you know. And some of them are for sale too. And then you got like that apartment building, probably built in the 50s, 60s, 70s. Ooh, I like that Accord, you know. You know, but then again, in poor areas like this, oh, I love that when some of those roofs, like in the 50s, 60s, these buildings have the zigzag pattern. Like that's neat. Yeah, I can't, I'm thinking back to a comment somebody made once about a walking video I did in kind of a rough part of town like this here in Montreal. And you know, here in Canada, we're very civilized. We don't really have a gun problem whatsoever. And hey, there I am. What's happening? But you know, in the States, there are people who would be very reluctant to do a video like this, especially in areas like this, because there's a gun problem. Everybody knows. And that being said, as we say, enough said. I don't need to say anything else, right? So, hey, check out the windows in that door. Wow, that's trippy. I like that. I like it. Anyway, it's not like a broken record as I usually do. This is a unique area in the city, not because of its age or anything, but because of the fact of the demographics. Is you know, it's got a good, I think it's mostly, you know, Hindu, Indian, Pakistani. A lot of great Indian restaurants down there, a couple of blocks down on Jean Talon Street. And I'm a big fan of Indian food. It's my favorite. I love that butter chicken. My friend Andre was, you know, Pakistani origins. He always bugs me. He says, "Oh, you know, you white people with your butter chicken." You know, he gets a big laugh out of it, you know. Nice repainting there with the red. I like that. Good touch. Could have done the black thing easily. Anyway, what else was I saying? Yeah, and then there's still some Greeks left over here, but not as many as there used to be. A lot of them effed off and moved to Laval off Island and the burbs there north of here where I'm pointing. And you know, because they had families, and there was a big crime problem around here, drugs, you know, the usual typical urban setbacks, eh? It's like my area. My area used to be really bad news in Hochelaga. It was one of the worst areas in the city. Now it's arguably friggin' Montreal Nord there, Montreal North. And the city, like I imagine a lot of cities have had to put these speed bumps in a lot of side streets like this, because unfortunately there's too much of a problem with people speeding, especially streets like this where you can see this is like a New York block, I call it, you know, like it takes several minutes to go from one block, you know, to the other. It's not a short feat there, eh? I saw my Uncle Rob, my Aunt Sharon at their cottage this weekend, and my Uncle Rob was all proud to show me the dashboard on his 2021 Escalade there, which was actually pretty impressive. I think maybe it impressed me more that actually it wasn't a black interior for a change. That was pretty cool, you know. So yeah, it's not the best day to go walking around a long time. I just got this cup of water there. Because wow, what's with that squirrel? What's with your tail, man? But yeah, because it's just too damn hot. It's like 31 degrees right now Celsius, probably 50% humidity. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to check the phone, but it's in my pocket and I'm holding this cup and I try not to litter, you know what I mean? Enough savages out there don't give a damn about keeping the city clean and all that, but that's important to me. I don't care what part of town I'm in, you know? You know, I'd like to have something like that, maybe. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't want one of those. Are you kidding me? Holy cow! There's dark as hell in there. It's worse than my place. At least I got windows on 2 sides of the place. You know what I mean? Hallelujah. Remember, I did a walking video on one of the streets around here. I don't remember which one. It was an English name, or was it a Jewish name? Wiseman. No, I think it was Wiseman. Yeah. And I noticed there was quite an eclectic variety of cars, types of cars. You know, poor, rich, and I don't really see that now. And now, you know, by the way, it's not going to be a really long video also because my foot is still hurting. The arthritis, and this pair of shoes I thought was awesome. I figured, oh, these shoes are comfortable. I paid for them, walked out of there. There was a yellow shoe store near my place. No, actually, they're hurting. Well, the left foot is hurting because, yeah, that's the thing. I got arthritis in that damn foot. So it's now, especially lately, oh, it's killing me. It's killing me. So yesterday was drier, so it wasn't bothering me so much, you know. Saint-Roch. I almost didn't remember the name of the street here. Look, I got a little noise. Oh wow, look at that. That is just brilliant. That's what's that expression? Function over form, or form over function, I think. What are you gonna do? Like I always say, sign of the times, you know. This is cool. I've never been on this corner before. The beautiful church here. Got the Quebec flag on there and the Greek flag in harmony. You know, yeah, and like I said, it's kind of like, looks like it's going to get stormy, but I'm looking at the radar closely, and there's cells, lots of cells developing, and it's that time of day. I hope for a hell of a good thunderstorm, because often here in the Montreal, we're like in a valley here, so they'll say, oh, a chance of thunderstorm, but it doesn't happen often. It's usually always like, there'll be like cell or cells, and like one, it'll split, and they'll go, one goes north, the other one goes south, and that's it, you know, there's no thunderstorm. So hopefully your number is going to come up today. We're going to get something big. Especially at night. That's when it's the spookiest. With all the lightning and the thunder. Once again, the street lamps are on for nothing. You know? Good old Econoline. Wow, what a lovely church. Hey, as a matter of fact, let me go across the street there and get a view of this here. You know, I've said it before, but I would see myself living in this area because it's got a lot of history, and, you know, again, this is the only part of the city where there's, you know, like part Greek and Hindu living together in harmony, and I'm like, what am I? I'm just, you know, typical French Quebecois, Irish, no big deal, nothing unusual about that, you know. I like this. At first I thought it was a cross. No, it looks like a plus sign. There's a cross, or crosses. Yeah. Take care. Stay safe. So far so good. Nice people sitting on a balcony there because it's too hot inside, you know. It's just, there's no breeze going in these places. But again, like I said, as charming as all these old buildings are, yeah, they're not just dark, but they're not great for ventilation either. Same with my place, you know. Really nice color, nice green on this. What is it? A Prius? I don't know. I don't even care really. It'd be cool if there was a vintage vehicle parked around here. Oh my God, something smells good though. Oh yeah, I think it's great cooking. Yeah, it smells spices. Oh my God, it smells good. It smells like garlic and. Oh my God, it's definitely not Indian. That's a nice Beamer there. Yeah. So yesterday I'm chilling in my room there with my new Bluetooth speaker. Well, it's still new to me when you're as old school as I am. I'm listening to some 80s rock tunes there, and I'm listening to some Springsteen tunes, you know, like I'm going down, 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 down. I'm going down, 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 down. I'm going. Anyway, you get the idea. That's really the maybe some people would say the zenith for rock music, eh? 70s, 80s, more likely 70s, but still 80s packed a hell of a punch for high quality rock. And was that the last great decade? No, I think it's safe to say it was the 90s. 90s was really the last, I think, great decade for rock. That's an old Camry, eh? That's like or late 90s, 97, 98, 99. Not that I really liked them or anything. I always note what's the oldest. There you go, typical Quebec rusted car. I like this building. I like the red doors, eh? Yeah, man, beautiful. I love colors. I love details, you know. That's why I'm not a big fan of new areas. You know, everything looks the same, and it's just carbon copy and build things as cheaply as possible. You know, but then again, as the expression goes, you know, here today, gone tomorrow. That's one of the reasons why I like to record anything here. You know, especially buildings, actually. I mean, these cars, I don't care about any of this stuff. This is just cheap car. All of them are cheap, boring cars, cookie cutter. Oh, my foot is hurting. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another block on this. I don't know. Or maybe I'll film until Jarry. I think that's the next street, maybe. I'll stop there. That reminds me, actually, I was on that 193 route with a guy who was driving the Arctic Scrap on that route. The last week I was there, the week before. Yeah. The driver was talking to me, complaining about this and that, and you know, complaining big time. I don't remember what he was complaining about, but whatever. I mean, I could see, you know what, as a matter of fact, I could tell like right away, the guy's like, you know what, in his 50s, he's burnt out from driving buses. He's completely burnt out. And I don't know, I wished him a good day and all that, but I mean, you know, it's like the guy, you could tell he can't wait to retire, you know. I mean, really. Doesn't matter what route you choose to drive, probably, you're just burnt out from it. That's jobs for you, unfortunately. It's just people, especially if they stay jobs, you're tough, yes, but is it smart also in some other instincts, because you might just be burnt out and then you have like traumatic stress disorder and all that crap. Oh, now we're at Ball Street. I wonder how the hell they got the name for that street, eh? Original signs. Look at this old brand new pavement here. Eh? Oh yeah, that reminds me though. I was at Delormier Street and the Maisonneuve, which isn't very far from my place, you know, and I could see right at the foot of the bridge where people get off the bridge and it becomes Delormier, they repaved all that all the way up until Notre Dame. And I'm like, why did they do that? Like, did they do that? I'm sure they didn't change the pipes like they're doing way down there, right? And I'm sure they did that only because the Americans are coming this way and they want them to have a good impression of Montreal's not a dump and a ghetto filled with freaking potholes and cracks and graffiti and crackheads and you name it. Catch my drift? You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's just, you know, anyway, I don't want to go into it too much because it pisses me off, you know, like they closed my street, you know. They closed the street near my place, Ontario Street, because it's a very well-to-do street. It's become very hip, just like Mont-Royal. And they closed that off, you know, for months. We're gonna be closed until September. Like, it's fun, it's nice, there's no traffic, it's quiet. But on the other hand, you know, like, it's lots more traffic everywhere else, and you got people like me. You have to walk more to go take a bus. And look, there's an eclipse. And anyway, it's I don't know. I just like I agree with it, and I don't agree with it. You know. But it is what it is. It's just, I guess, a sign of the times. Like, why don't you just close the street like 3 weeks or something? Not like 3 months, you know. And then they have all these shenanigans. They put like, you know, the name Ontario Street. They painted it everywhere in an artistic way, and they have these like things that look like silos cut in like the third, like only like 4 foot high, and then it's got like shrubs and trees and bushes. And again, it's like, man. And then I go biking in the plateau. Like, I made a video rant about that just recently. I haven't even put it up yet. Because I didn't give you the guys the date, eh? It's the 22nd today, 23rd? July. And, yeah, I mean, like, I made a video complaining about that. I was pissed about that, because the day before I went for a bike ride from my place, I went to the plateau. The plateau is not a cheap place to live, you know? But look, here I can see, for example, the roads are looking generally better shape. And, you know, like a lot of those side streets in the plateau, they're just crumbling, you know? And by the way, if I'm having trouble, like, concentrating here, it's because it's hot as hell and my foot is hurting me. I was hoping it wasn't going to, so I'm gonna end this at Jarry. But yeah, it's just frustrating, you know, like you're biking along, you gotta watch out your left and right, there's friggin' potholes everywhere and huge cracks, and like, man, I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna just, the road is just gonna take me down, right? Like, it's just, or sorry, if not that, the worst case scenario is, of course, I would be bailed because of that, but more likelihood is actually to damage one of my vintage bikes, you know. So it is what it is. It is what it. Oh, I should be wearing my hat actually, because now the sun's back out. Yeah, but hey, we're not gonna do that because oh, somebody's watering here, because I see Jarry over there, so we're gonna stop there. I guess I'll probably take the Scrap 193 because I don't really I don't really know where else to go right now. I'd like to find ideally just a bench somewhere in the shade. I can take a break and observe, and maybe I'll catch something responding. Oh, something smells good, even though I had a lupper. You know what a lupper is? A lupper is a mix, is when you eat a meal between lunch and supper. Beautiful, you know? Especially a guy like me who never really has lunches anyway, because, you know, I drink three cups of coffee, like between I wake up like 8 and 12. So you don't really get hungry, you know? That's it, man. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Take care. Be good. By the way, if you appreciate what I do, you want to send me a token of appreciation, you're welcome to by becoming a Patreon member. Look me up, Elton McFall, or you want to send me something directly, it would be much appreciated. $10, $150, whatever might be the case. You can do that with my email, which is Elton, like Elton John, McFall, MCFALL, eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Take care, and be good, and all the best. And finishing here on Jari Street. Jari. Take care, guys. Adios. Bye-bye.